Swamp Rebellion. Don't forget to check us out on social media and at dsrtalks.com.
Have y'all ever had like fantasies about?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Just general fantasies. Yeah, man.
I'm like-
I really am into that shit.
As he slowly unbuckles his
I'm such
belt
a dead
and
person inside that I don't fantasize about anything.
No, dude, like, I totally fantasize about being in this completely white general room.
I feel you.
So-
We're getting there. So about beings that aren't exactly human. More so like
Or you fucking
Wait,
Kobe.
beans?
no, like saying like you watching say you're watching a cartoon when you're a kid and you catch Wood from like Rogue on X-Men.
Earthworm Jim.
What was this
You get
girl?
turned on by Earthworm Jim, get the fuck out.
That's when you figure out you're gay. Like, you.
You're like, I definitely like uncircumcised penis. Earthworm Jim. I want to suck.
Ow! What was it like?
That was spot on. That should be the fucking bleep.
Actually, Earthworm Jim.
But no, like, say you're watching like a fucking movie and they have like, CGI chicks in there. You ever get fucking off on like CGI?
actually I did thanks to the Disney Plus app. I was watching Roger Rabbit and here comes Jessica.
Oh, dude, you beat off the Jessica Rabbit again?
Who didn't beat up to Jessica Rabbit?
Yeah, but last time I got
It
arrested.
might have been my first one.
No, mine was
Betty Boop.
Oh, that.
nope. Amanda Bynes from the Amanda Show.
Amanda Bynes. Oh, no, wait,
I'll go
she
on
was
record
from
with
all
that.
that.
I'll go on record with that, he says.
Amanda
Well,
Bynes
all
was.
that-
Put that in his personal record,
Probably.
you heard me?
Yeah, heard me.
That's the one that started them all.
Yeah. And then as I got a little bit older and got super edgy and shit in high school, Avril Lavigne was
She was a big
My
one
go-to.
for you, man.
Yeah,
I hear you.
yeah.
I used to play Guitar Hero and jerk off at the same time. Like, to the rhythm of the song.
He's like, I would put my dick
Click, click, click,
up
click,
against
click,
my
click.
stomach, and I would stand there naked with a belt around it, put the guitar on top of it, and it would vibrate against my dick as I would play Avril Lavigne. Hey, you. Yeah, I bet.
So
That was on the DLC. I didn't have the DLC.
yeah, we didn't have money then.
Maybe from down the bayou, man.
I'm gonna get this one
Yeah.
out of the way because it's like the easiest fucking thing for me to do because I have no life. For Batman,
Ladies.
I have
I've been
free
practicing
time.
sampling shit
And let me
for.
tell you something, BBW's Phil.
Oh
is
God,
the man.
BBW SS BBW. Oh my
Wait,
God.
what is that?
Supersized BBW.
Oh, that's a genre I'm not familiar with.
Because the
Okay, okay.
BBWs weren't big enough.
Alright, so
There's always more to
Put it this
give.
way, ladies, if you have to be fed by trough,
no. Like the best way I can
dead
describe.
air by proxy at gmail.com. He takes topless photos.
Send your tits and your pussies.
I like
Not in a
turtles.
box. We're not into that kind of weird shit.
No, it's like the best way I can describe fucking an SSBBW is like if you remember having a water bed right where the cap is to refill the bed with water from the hose, it's like put your dick in that and just go do the wave motion. It's the exact same fucking
my
feeling.
Thus, the whale impersonation earlier.
That's the noise he makes when he comes. 100%. That's the only way he
Dude,
knows.
that
how
is
to
a whole
handle
new
it.
genre. Somebody needs to Google waterbed pussy.
Pioneers,
I'm,
folks.
kinda-
Pioneers.
I'm really scared. I don't want to see
No,
it.
it's like Rocky describing how he beats his meat to the reporters in the first Rocky movie. He's like, how do you work out? It's like, well, I beat this meat here. It's like, really? It's like, were you inspired to do it? It's like, really? It's like, were you inspired? Like, how'd you come up with the idea? It's like, well, I like beat my meat and there's a cow body and I'm like, bring it on, Apollo. Adrian!
Me too.
Did you say you're gonna beat my meat too?
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna beat your meat. That's
too?
how I work out.
Right, so I beat my meat, and he comes over and beats it again.
It's like, yeah, it's like I need to jog around Philly. It's
Time.
And once again, we circle right back around to the digital Dutch rudder. How many times I gotta tell you don't apologize for shit?
Yeah, don't
You're a
apologize,
gangster,
man.
motherfucker. See? Speaking about being American, so stupid ass impeachment trial still going on.
Nice segue.
I'm super pissed off because I'm aggravated at the fact that Twitter lies to me every day. And due to the fact that we have these assholes like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and all these different dickheads sitting there as house managers, and they're tweeting all day while they're sitting there spending my tax dollars on this bullshit impeachment, and then you just realize there's no way they're on their phones. You know Nancy Pelosi's old ass ain't under the table getting on her iPhone 11 Pro trying to tweet while shit's going on. They paying somebody with our tax dollars to tweet for them, and then you listen to it, and it's true. We have an impeachment that is based on difference of policy and feelings. They didn't like the way something went, and it didn't agree with their policy, and so now we got a full-blown impeachment that's costing us millions and millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars that could have went in a different direction.
That ultimately is serving absolutely no purpose.
No purpose, just a waste.
Yeah. That was, I mean, you know, for one, none of them are actually using their Twitter.
Right.
Someone's writing.
That's what I'm saying.
For them.
You know?
And even if they were, you could argue that they timed those tweets. You know?
You could argue a lot of things. You would respect them a lot more if you knew that it was real. You know? And I'm not saying that I ever thought otherwise. I'm just saying, like how stupid do you think people are? From Nancy Pelosi. Really, how do you know what Nancy Pelosi is thinking? How do you know what Chuck Schumer's thinking? How do you know what Adam Schiff is thinking if they're sitting there at a desk on live television right now?
Yeah.
In the middle of an impeachment trial.
I mean, the culture that follows this, too, is like a tweet is a fucking tweet. It's not what that person's thinking, necessarily.
Yeah.
It's just literally a tweet to fucking say
but when
did
you say
something.
things like, the only thing I love more than Kansas City barbecue is watching the 49ers become champions, that's kind of a tweet from the brain of Nancy Pelosi. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, and you know damn well she didn't tweet that in the middle of
No.
testimony.
But I don't have a problem with that, though. You know, like, I don't give a fuck about that.
I feel you.
Like, yeah, I mean, our taxpayer money is paying someone to do a certain job, but they don't eat, live, shit, breathe that job, right?
Yeah, but this is the thing. The ones that are bitching about everything being equal and wanting to be a self-sustaining country, if we would take all the waste like that, like paying the insane salary, I'd hate to know what their tweeters get paid every year of my taxpayers' dollars. Take all that money and put it toward where it's supposed to go, back into our country, and tell me we can't be a self-sustained nation. Then I'm okay with when everybody's got some money in their pocket, I'm okay with giving some tuition assistance. I'm okay with giving health care assistance to people that need it. But I don't agree with people sitting on welfare and food stamps and government assistance when they really don't need it just because they can. There are plenty of capable people that are getting out there. It's all about money. At the end of the day, I always talk about it. It's about taxpayer dollars that's just getting wasted, but they still have this huge following that thinks that they're going to change everything for the world and make everything equal for everybody. And that's never going to happen. That's not a reality.
No.
That's a false reality that cannot be achieved.
Not in the world we live in.
No.
Hell no. Not even if we were operating on a much more efficient level than we are now. It just can't happen that way.
Right.
You won't be able to say, like, we're too involved in each other's own shit to make that happen.
Right.
Because I could give two fucks less what this person thinks, but if they're tweeting about it, that's a record, technically.
Right.
That happened. And that's the point I guess I'm trying to argue is that, like, since everyone is so committed to finding out what other people are doing or what they're thinking – when you're in a power of position, yeah, you're going to have that. You're an influencer. But at the end of the day, it absolutely changes nothing about what you say on the internet at all.
Not one fucking bit.
No. I mean, and you could argue that as soon as under my profile, I hired someone to tweet something for me that pissed off a lot of people, I could just pass that blame on to whoever actually wrote it.
Right.
Even though I hired him for it and it's my account, I could instantly just deny it.
Yeah. And pay him off to shut up.
Yeah. Which happens every day.
Yeah, I understand it. But that's what I'm fighting against.
I don't like it either. I'm on the same fence as you. I'm just kind of like painting the broader picture for the
If you really think
viewer.
income tax is a fraud, then that's the end of the line. That's where the money goes. And that's what I'm fighting against, because I don't feel it's right, because they make so many demands. You know, that's the problem with communism and socialism. It's so good that they make you do it. You don't get a choice. And that's what I don't believe in, because I've seen the effects of it. Within my lifetime, we have only touched bases of socialism, and that's been too much for me, enough to make me take a stand like other people are doing. Because all I want to do is be able to live out the rest of my lifetime in happiness.
Think of a world that people wouldn't be so worried about money altogether.
Right.
Like, if money didn't change your way of life, is that a socialist environment? That money wouldn't be the ultimate ends to your means, you know? Everyone gets everything because they deserve it.
But at the end of the day, money can suck my cock. Like,
You say that.
All right, Phil.
You say
So
that
you
because you
wanna-
don't have any.
oh yeah, money can suck my cock.
You don't have any cock or you don't have any money?
A little bit of both.
Fuck off, man. No, go back to your points. Like, if you ever seen the show Trailer Park Boys, he's like, why am I spending all this time growing all this weed when instead, like, the people I need stuff from, they smoke weed anyway, like, and I don't have any money to pay for this stuff, so I'm
I
making
literally just watched that.
So
episode.
he literally makes hash coins as a form of
I do
currency.
that now, right?
Hash coins.
Hash coins.
Yeah.
I know a guy that put on my front light on my truck for an eighth. I loved it.
It's a really cool.
It was a
way-
win-win.
It's a way to do it.
I didn't even have to watch a YouTube video to do it.
It's a way to do it. It is.
I'm like, yeah, here's a couple of $5 hash coins, and I'll bring your truck back in a few hours. Cool.
It's fucking beautiful. And like, to say something from Trailer Park Boys was a really smart idea. It's fucking hilarious.
But I agree. That would be a very interesting, to see who would survive. Because at that point, like, there would be people that just, like, really wouldn't know, there's certain mindsets that wouldn't know what to do and immediately would be cut off. Something like that would happen if the 5G thing we had talked about with dark matter actually happened.
So you're saying, like, if there's enough dark matter that comes into our universe.
Yeah, and they use the towers for cell phones and they put it into our bodies.
Right, and you basically broadcast this over Elon Musk's anal bead satellites. And it's that energy across the whole planet now.
Okay.
What fucking confuses me, dude, is the people that are confident to walk into that LED or light show that we have in that fucking store.
Yeah.
The brightest place on the fucking main like highway through here, right? And they are so heroined out the moment they walk in the door.
Like, is this place a casino? I see lights everywhere and shit. And I'll take a Crown and Coke, motherfucker.
As soon as they walk in to a retail store.
They sit in a wheelchair like it's their fucking own wheelchair. Like, oh, get that black dude over there to drive me around.
In the cart, ma'am? Yeah. Like, we got one of those trolley troughs now on wheels. That's what, our asset protection's for.
Oh, all this shit's free? Oh, wow. I'll take it. Ladies. My name is. There you go.
God damn, Phil, you're getting good with these samples, bro. It's like playing an instrument.
Right.
It's not about how many times you hit it.
Feels
It's
like
when
ukulele my dick soundboard, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
We go to a bar like, hey, what do you? Oh, you're the host. You're the guy. You're the guy. Oh my god,
That's him.
No teeth, baby. No teeth.
Ukulele, you forgot what fucking year we live in.
He's a soundboard guy.
See?
Oh, fill up my areolas like on buff.
Yeah, we're coming at you live from the 985. You heard me?
You know, I think clap is dead, though.
Is it?
When's the last time you heard somebody actually say they had the clap?
Probably when.
In the 90s, people used to just scream it from the roof, I got clap! Nobody cared.
Shout it from the fucking
They were just
rooftops.
excited they didn't have syphilis. So
Yeah, that's some bad shit.
horny grannies everywhere because syphilis is embedded in there. Speaking of grannies, shout out to mine. I love you, Granny. Thank you.
Speaking
Thank
of
you
your,
for the warm, fuzzy feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of your granny, I bet you some point in her life she had a wooden dildo. She's that
No,
old.
not
No?
mine.
She never did?
Mine was one of those staunch religious ones.
Oh, okay.
She fucked my grandpa a lot, though, because they got a fuck ton of kids. It was weird because my grandpa got caught many times. My grandma would be pissed off the next morning, like, what's... And she would tell my mama, she would say, ask your daddy what he was watching last night. And my grandpa was like, what was I watching? You know what you was watching, you filthy animal. Bruh, my grandpa got caught jacking off to the little black chicks on National Geographic.
Ayo.
He was
Pioneer.
about it, dog. He was so about it. He was like, I wasn't, and he'll deny it today. But literally beating his meat.
She
Like,
can bring me food on that plate she got in her lip, and I can suck a titty.
at the same time. If you nut on that plate and she throws that thing back, dude,
Dude, that might
that's
be
a whole new form of bukkake, man.
that might be the first time that I jerked off. I think I was at my grandma's house and they had one of the HBO shows come on.
Oh, yeah, after 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had HBO.
Skinamax or whatever, yeah.
And it was just, really soft core
It was like
drama porn.
Yeah.
What was it, like
The
talk
worst
sex or
kind.
something?
Red shoe girls.
Oh, I forgot
or
about that.
Call
I
of
love
a
talk
shoe
sex.
girl. I don't know.
Do y'all remember back in the 90s they had it was a radio show, but then it was also an actual show on MTV, and it was Love Line
Yeah.
Oh,
I
with
remember
Drew Carey and Adam
Yeah.
Carolla. Drew Carey, listen to me. Not Drew Carey.
I remember Love Line.
So one night I was watching that shit late and I was young, and this chick calls in and she's like, hey, Dr. Drew, I have a problem. And he's like, yeah, go ahead, what's going on? And she says, well, I'm a call girl, and you see it's $5.99 for the first 5 minutes, and then it's $3.99 for every minute after that. And for some reason the guys always get off in the first 5 minutes and I never make any money. And he goes, well, so that seems to be a problem, right? And Adam Carolla, without missing a beat, says, hold on, I'm going to field this one. He says, first of all, let's hear a little bit of your shtick. Tell me how you get into this. She goes, oh, hey, baby. I'm taking my clothes off and I'm touching myself. He goes, stop right there. He says, first of all, he says, you need to drop in some subliminal messages. And he's like, you got to say, hey, I'm embedding my shirt cancer. I'm rolling down my panties. Holocaust. Subliminal messages.
Real big turnoffs. Somewhere in there.
They're not gonna hear it. It's underlying tones. And he says, "Now you go ahead and try it." She goes, "Oh, okay." She goes, "Hey, baby, I'm just taking off my clothes, thinking about the Holocaust." He goes, "You did good."
Not what I mean, but sure. Okay.
I miss shit like that, man. That's when TV was golden, bro.
Like
It
another
was
good one.
Early 90s, right? Mid 90s.
Yeah. It was. I was young, so I was probably in my early teens. I had to be in early 90s because I was born in '82.
Yeah. Y'all ever watched Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Oh
Yeah,
always.
dude. I used to.
That
dig
was some
that
gold shit.
Yeah.
That was golden, man.
Wayne Brady, dude.
Shit. Yeah.
And now a lot of
The white man's black man.
Wait, you mean tell me that's not Tyler Perry?
No.
Easy to love, man.
Yeah.
Dude, like, what was it?
No, because black people and white people like Tyler Perry. Black people don't like Wayne Brady.
Because he's really a white guy.
He's really a white guy in blackface.
I don't know about that. I thought he earned his street cred when he did Chappelle's show.
No.
That was some of the funniest shit, but like, dude, that was way later.
Yeah. People were just freaked out because he's married to an Asian woman and he said the F word, so.
Did y'all see the Chappelle got an award for at the end of the year it happened?
Being great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. I watched all of it. It just talked about basically like his career coming from nothing to where he's at now.
Yeah.
American Dream.
It's all those little shining lights like that, you know, give us all hope, trying to do shit in entertainment.
Here comes Jessica.
Oh, dude, you beat off Jessica Rabbit again?
Who didn't beat up the Jessica Rabbit?
It might have been my first one.
Here comes Jessica.
Oh, dude, you beat off Jessica Rabbit again?
Who didn't beat up the Jessica Rabbit? Jessica.
That's from Jim. That's from Jim.
Uncircumcised.
You're listening to Dank Swamp Rebellion. Thank you for listening to Dank Swamp Rebellion. Check us out on dsrtalks.com.
What was it like?